Thank you so much. Thanks for the introduction and thanks for having me here. I'm your poet in residence today. I'm your poetic minute taker. I'm going to be listening in and writing notes, and by the end of the day I'm going to come back here to this lectern with a brand new poem that I'm going to perform for you that's going to be the minutes of this conference, which is very exciting and slightly terrifying. But I've been asked to open up with a couple of short poems, and I'm going to read you one from my collection Passerine, from Bad Betty Press. It was longlisted for this International Prize for Eco-Poetry in 2021, and which was a surprise to me because I didn't really mean it to be eco-poetry. It was a grief journal across a year for a friend that I'd lost. But as I wrote it every day, nature kept coming in. Of course, it kept coming in. What else do we do for comfort and for consolation but look around us to the natural world? And that's what I was doing. And as poets have been wont to do for centuries, I also love a bit of a metaphor. You know, winter for death, spring for hope, all of that jazz. So nature kept creeping in, and being in the times we are, climate crisis kept creeping in as well, and my personal grief became linked to much larger losses. So I wrote this series of letters to my friend, and I'm going to read you the one from 9th of October. Dear Sophie, the clouds today are the blue-black of eye bags. The trees blaze against them, rebels to a sapling. Pointillist berries transport the green shadows with scarlet. The haws are set, thumbprick carmine, and sloes are blue as ravens. Along the old embankment, crowds of rosebay have withered to a froth of seed-split pods swaying on rattles of madder leaves. The grey, grey wind. Long vacated, you melt into the arms of the earth, sockets deep as inkwells. In 12 years, the scientists say, the damage will be irreversible. Your son's lifespan again. A break in the clouds reveals the trees are full of shadow puppets. They are telling me folk tales about the beginnings and ends of worlds. So there's a lot of poets writing today about nature, as they always have done. There's a lot of eco-poets, and many of us are drawn to elegy and lament and dystopian writing because of the scale of what we face. But I know that we are not here today just to make some kind of grim inventory. We are here to energize ourselves, to bring our minds into creative connection, to think of solutions, and to really reach out to each other to foster our collective emotional resilience so that we can go out into this wonderful, precious world and be the practical champions that it needs. So I'm going to end with a short poem inspired by something I encountered on the beach at Hartlepool, where I live, something that looked dead but wasn't. It's one of those magical plants of the sea's edge that just by being itself, just by existing, slowly but surely transforms one environment into another. So this is sea holly. Sea holly overwinters in the dune's lap. Scraggled mats of dragon malt, trampled, twisted scraps. It's salt drab, it's mouldy black. Even in sleep it bares its teeth, an enchanter's rag and needle hank. Who could conjure out of view the armoured groves flushed with summer's blue?
You grip grains in your ropey hand, and ceaseless sing the bind. This sand shall yet be land. This sand shall yet be land. Thank you very much.